she's tired and she's weary. Go down, Death, and bring her to me. Death didn't make a sound. He loosed the reins on his pale white horse, and he clamped the spurs to its bloodless side. And out and down he rode, past the sun and the moon and the stars, on Death Road, leaving a lightning flash behind, on Death Road. And the foam from his horse was like a comet in the sky, on Death Road, straight on down he came. We was watching round the bed. We saw what we couldn't see. She saw old Death. She saw old Death coming like a falling star. But Death didn't frighten Sister Caroline. He looked to her like a welcome friend. And she turned her head and she looked away. But she smiled and she said, I'm going home. And Death took her up in her icy arms. And she didn't feel no chill. And Death began to rise in beyond the evening sun, out beyond the morning star, into the glittering light of glory, on to the great white throne. And there he lay Sister Caroline on the loving breast of Jesus. And Jesus took his own hand and he wiped away her tears, and he smoothed the furs from her face, and angels sang a little song, and Jesus kept rocking her and saying, take your rest, take your rest, take your rest, weep not, weep not, she is not dead, she's resting in the bosom of Jesus. The inspiring Lift Every Voice and Sing was written by James Weldon Johnson and his brother, J. Rosamond Johnson, a very famous songwriter of this same early 20th century era. By now, Lift Every Voice and Sing has become the Afro-American national anthem. Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise, high as the listening skies. Let it resound, loud as the rolling seas. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
For nearly 50 years, the great writer Langston Hughes was influential in world literature. Here, we interpret an early Hughes work, an example of his feelings for the blues, a poem titled The Weary Blues.
Droning a drowsy, syncopated tune, rocking back and forth to a mellow croon. I heard a Negro play down on Lenox Avenue the other night by the pale, dull pallor of an old gaslight. He did a lazy sway. he did a lazy sway to the tune of those weary blues, with his ebony hands on each ivory key. He made that poor piano moan with melody. Oh, blues, swaying to and fro on his rickety stool, he played that sad raggy tune like a musical fool. Sweet blues coming from a black man's soul. Oh, blues in a deep song voice with a melancholy tone. I heard that Negro sing that old piano moan. Oh, blues. I ain't got nobody in this world. I ain't got nobody but myself. I was going to quit my frowning, put my troubles on the shelf. Thump, thump, thump. When his foot on the floor, he played a few chords, then he sang some more. I got the weary blues, and I can't be satisfied. I got the weary blues, and I can't be satisfied. I ain't happy no more, and I wish that I had died. Far into the night, he crooned that tune. The stars went out, so did the moon. The singer stopped singing, and he went to bed, while the weary blues echoed through his head. He slept like a rock, or a man that was dead.
These pioneering black writers blazed many important trails for those who would follow. They opened many, many doors so that the modern era was more respectful, more representative of what the black man was writing, thinking, feeling. We will continue next time with a discussion of the modern era. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful life. I'm Dr. Lance Williams.